it was just so weird and so strange and like so cringy, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. He literally got on one knee, whipped out a ring, and stared at me with Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Slins, and today I am bringing you guys a story time that was probably one of the most cringiest moments in my entire life. As you can tell by the title of this video, I got proposed to, and I can't really confirm whether it was a marriage proposal or a be my girlfriend proposal or whatnot, but it was definitely a proposal, and it was just like I said, the cringiest moment I've ever experienced. I myself am a very cringy person. I do a lot of things that are, that are just really weird and strange, and to have that happen to me and me not being the reason for it happened was just mind-blowing. But anyway, let's get it let's get into the story time. And yeah, this happened last week. It happened on Tuesday, if I'm correct, because we didn't have school on Wednesday, and I was just laughing and freaking out about it on Wednesday, and then I went back to school on Thursday. And yeah, so quick background story: I am not in a relationship. I'm not dating anybody. And I'm definitely not dating anybody enough for them to be proposing to me or like getting on his knees or whatever for me or whatnot. So what had happened was, okay, so let me just give you guys a brief history of my school and where I go and people and how this proposal came to happen. So first of all, I am a college student, and in my class there's about 30 to 50 people, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody doesn't come on the same day. Everybody comes when they want, depending on their schedule and everything. So there's a lot of us, but there isn't a lot of us. And in the class we all have groups, but everybody gets along. We have the super nerds, which is us, and we're just cringy and we dab and we do all of these weird things. And there's the coolish kids who are very social with people outside of our class, and then there's just the people who are quiet, who are just there to do their work basically and go home. So we all get along in class and everything. And I started at this college, I started literally a month ago. I've been in that college before, but in that specific class for that specific qualification, I started a month ago. So when I got there, obviously I was the new person in class, and you know how it is when you get into a new setting. Crushes develop. You yourself as a person who is new looks at other people and you're like, oh, this person is cute, this person is whatnot, you look dateable, you this, and although we're all there to literally get an education and do what needs to be done, the social aspect of it is really huge. And so we all just get along together. Okay, so during my first 3 weeks, I started to get to know everybody a little better. There's literally only like 5 girls in the class, just the 5 of us, and then the rest of guys. I don't know the other girls pretty well because they sit at the back, so I only know the guys who sit around me, and we all have become great friends, and it's been great. So the guy who sits next to me, a few weeks ago, was like, my homeboy digs you, and I'm like, I don't know what to do about that. He has a crush, whatever. I brush it off because what am I going to do about it? He has a crush on me, I don't have a crush on him, so I just brush it off and I move on. So this guy, apparently according to the other guy who we are going to call TJ, so TJ tells me that,
I am confusion.
So we're going to give names for everybody. First of all, the guy who proposed, let's just call him King, and we're gonna call his friend TJ. And I've known TJ since last year, so we're gonna, TJ tells me King has a crush on me, and I basically just rub it off. This was my first 3 weeks at the school. I was just trying to find my footing, trying to figure out how to study, how to do everything and get around everything in regards to my work. I didn't care about anything. So every day TJ is like, why you know, would you date him, would you do this, blah 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 blah. He's really feeling me out if I like this guy or not, and every day I just brush it off, I brush it off, I brush it off. So as the day goes by, King comes to my table. He comes to my table every single day, and he will sit there and he will talk to me, and like literally after lunch he will come and sit and he will talk to me for a little while, say a couple of things and then walk away, say a couple of things then walk away. And then this one time he comes to my desk and he's like, I never get to talk to you enough in class. Will you come and will you give me your number so we can talk more on WhatsApp, because I really don't get enough time to talk to you in class. Because the thing is, in class, when you're not literally paying attention to your work and doing what you have to do, when people see like 2 or more people talking, they join in the conversation and it becomes a group thing and everything. So every time he would come to my desk and try to talk to me, the other guys would come as well, and then it would be this huge conversation, which is, I think, not what he wanted. So he wanted to have his time alone with me and talk with me and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, fine. I just give him my number. I'm like, whatever, let me just give him an opportunity to do what he wants to do. He has my number. We don't even talk that much on WhatsApp. It's just like, it's awkward, you know, the conversation is not, it's not the best. Also, it's not the worst. So I'm just like, oh, whatever, okay. And then TJ, after King has gotten my number, is still pressing on. He's like, what are you going to do about this? The guy has a hopeless crush on you. And I said, and he said, if you don't like him or if you're not going to give him a chance, then you shouldn't be so nice to him, or you shouldn't be talking to him as much because you give him hope, and you should let him down gently. And I told him I can't let anyone down gently if they haven't admitted it to me. Like if King doesn't come to me and tell me that he likes me, I can't go to him and be like, yo, I don't like you, so whatever crush you have, squash it. Weeks go by. So this one day, King, I think he wanted to say it because he that day I was writing a test, and he was like, when you're done with your test, can we talk? I wanna say something to you. And I was like, okay, sure. And then when I finished with my test and it was time to go, I'm like, King, you want us to say something? He's like, nah, never mind, we'll talk about it on WhatsApp. And we never talked about it. So weeks and weeks and weeks go by, and finally it's this week. And we all just settled into a routine where I don't know if he has a crush on me, and I don't actually even care because I'm just having fun with my homeboys and, you know, school and everything. I'm not paying attention to anything else really. So whether he still has a crush on me or whatnot, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just having fun with everyone and talking, you know, and being social. Finally, on Tuesday, babes, on Tuesday. So I'm going to tell you the story literally as it happened from my perspective. Then I'm going to tell you the background of what happened before and what happened after. So me and 3 other boys from class are sitting outside in the sun for lunch. We have an hour-long lunch break, so we're all sitting there in the sun, we're talking. There's 4 of us. I'm the 4th person, so we're sitting on this table and we're talking. It's nice. We're talking about various topics, about languages and whatnot. And all of a sudden, I see this other guy, let's call him James. I see James come with King. They're coming to our table, which wasn't an abnormal thing or like a weird thing. So I'm just like, oh, here they come. And as they are approaching the table, I see James whip out his phone, step away from the table, and start to record while King is coming near the table, like slowly. He's coming to the table slowly. And at this time, I'm like, oh snap, what is he about to do? He's about to like be like, I like you, do you like me back? Because I could tell something was going to happen. And because I was sitting at the edge of the desk or whatever that thing you call that we were sitting on, I was like, I don't know what's about to happen, but something is about to happen. So all of us, like, I swear to you, I could have imagined 50,000 things that could have happened in that moment. But him actually whipping out a ring out of his pocket and going on one knee, not one of them at all. Not one of the things I thought would have happened. So I was shook. So James whips out his phone, starts giggling, is recording, like the phone is literally like this, and he's like starting to giggle softly, and I'm like, oh snap, what's about to happen? Because I genuinely thought maybe he was gonna be like, hi, he was gonna stand there and be like, hi, I like you, do you like me back? Or hi, I like you, wanna go on a date, or something like that. All of a sudden, and let me tell you, King is literally almost 6 foot. I don't know if it's because I'm extremely short or anything, but he's really tall. All of a sudden I see him whip out something out of his pocket, and he's holding the ring like this, and he goes down on one knee right there in front of me. I turn, I look at the camera, I look at him, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Literally, that's what came out of my mouth. Literally, like, that's what I said. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And then he stood up and he was like, and he walked away. And the rest of us at the table, we're sitting there, we're staring at each other, and we're staring at James, who was laughing, recording, and we're like, what the hell just happened? Like the guy who was sitting across from me, I was like, what? That was the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was so weird. It was so cringy. I was just sitting there like, I felt so vulnerable. I wanted to run away. I wanted to hide. I wanted to blow up. I wanted to die. I wanted the earth to swallow me up. Because the people I'm sitting in with are now looking at me like, America, explain! And I'm like, I don't know either. I don't know what's going on. So it was just so weird and so strange and like so cringy. And I didn't know what to do. He literally got on one knee, whipped out a ring, and stared at me with apparently, like, afterwards, like after we all, we all start nervously laughing about it, because we're like, okay, what the hell just happened? We all nervously like laughing, and we're like, what the hell? And then James is like, no, King picked up this ring, apparently somebody lost it, and I convinced him to propose to you. And we're all sitting there like, why would anyone do that? Like, to go as far as even like get down on one knee and be like, literally stare at you, because he didn't say anything. That's why I was like, I wasn't sure about the proposal on what it was, because he didn't say anything. He just got down on one knee, had the ring out to me, and stared into my eyes. And I swear to you, I wanted to die. I wanted the earth to swallow me up. That's how awkward and how weird and how just so sad and dreadful the moment was. And I was so embarrassed, not on his behalf but on my own behalf. Like, I'm not someone who likes attention. I'm not someone who likes people like staring at them. And we were like outside of the canteen, and it's lunch. Obviously there's other people. There was people in the taxi behind us that was parked, that was sitting there. I have the video. I'm gonna play the video for you guys right now over here. And like, there were people there, there were people outside, and everybody was staring at me, and it was just so horrible. Like, I hate public attention, which is quite weird because I'm on YouTube, but that's a story for another day. I just hate attention so much, and he just put me in that awkward position.
Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation
where I couldn't run and cry in a corner, you know. We just all sat there, and we were just like, what the hell? So finally the moment, like, okay, the moment was over, it was done with. We all went to class, we were all laughing it off, we were like, what the hell? And it was just a mess. It was a mess. So before we went to class, he kind of came and he explained himself. He was like, no, it was a prank, I didn't really mean it, I I wouldn't seriously do that. It was just a joke, blah 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 blah. Like, he went on this whole tangent where he was trying to explain himself, and like he's telling us just forget about it, guys, forget about it. It's not that serious. No. But to me, it's hard for me to forget about it because I was in that, and people who don't know me at the school just probably look at me and like, oh, that's the girl that got proposed to on campus. You know, it was really a lot in that moment for me because I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? And it was a lot. So I had to deal with that, and I was like, so he was adamant about it being a prank, about it being a joke, but everybody was just side-eyeing the situation. We laughed, we looked at the ring, we all just pretty much moved on from it. After lunch, we all went to class, we moved on with our lives, and then Wednesday we didn't have school because it was a public holiday. And on Thursday I come back at school. He comes to my desk. Meanwhile, he hasn't said anything to me on WhatsApp or anything like that. So he comes to my desk and he's like, yo, what happened on Tuesday, please don't take it seriously. It wasn't that serious. It was just a prank. I was just pranking you. And I was like, it's already done. Even if it was a prank, like, it's already done. The situation is already like this. The situation is already like that, and you just made it awkward for no reason. Like, you complicated my life for no reason. And I was just like, whoa. So as much as he said like it's a prank and everything, I have to believe that there was some truth to it, because had he said marry me or be my girlfriend or I like you, and I responded positively to that, what would he have said then? He wouldn't have said it was a prank. He would have accepted it, and we would have probably strolled into the sunset together and lived happily ever after. Which now, even if I did see him as partner potential, I can't go there. I can't be with someone who's gonna embarrass you like that in public. It was so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Anyway, as you can see from the video and the pictures, it was a lot to deal with, and I've never thought, you know how a girl or a man or whoever, if you have ever thought about how your life would be when somebody proposes or does something for you, we all have this image in our heads of how we want it to be. And for me, something that happens in public is definitely not it. For me, something that is flashy and has like this whole elaborate plan is definitely not it. And after that experience, I'm literally scared to death, because I don't want to experience none of that. I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to feel none of that. Like, one day when I get married and whoever you are and you see this video and you're proposing to me, you better do it in your basement where nobody can see us, so that I can have a real honest and raw reaction and not feel embarrassed because everybody's just staring at me and thinking I'm cuckoo. But anyway, yeah, so we all just kind of forgot about it and moved on from it. But it's definitely one of the weirdest things that have happened in my entire existence, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. So anyway, if you like this video and you have thoughts about this video and things, whatever, leave them in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel for more content, and we'll see each other in my next upload. Goodbye.